Hello and welcome to Brazil, and this is what I get welcomed with. I recorded everything perfectly, and before the animation started, this is what you see, and it just decided to go to the grid. So there's just random tyres on the grid, which is awesome. It's what you want to see. Just jump to the grid. So interesting qualifying. Ferrari lock out the front row, so it looks like Ferrari have the pace here. Kimi is in P2, then obviously the Mercedes. Ourselves, not too bad. We just got pipped by Daniel Ricciardo because it was raining in qualifying, and I put a very low downforce setup, and I just didn't think to check the forecast. So the race is going to be dry, sorry, and the qualifying was wet. So I've got a low downforce for the qualifying, didn't work out. Started P6 anyway, and now I'm screwed for the rest of the race. We're going to do what we can, try and make the most of it. But if you're screwed on setup, you know, you're screwed on setup. I mean, there's really nothing else to it. But we have 5 lights and we get underway. Max Verstappen didn't make any ground loss. Ricciardo made some ground. Bottas had an awful start, as did Kimi. So we're just going to hug the inside apex, go side by side through turn 1. But we're going to get the move if we just go a little bit wide on the apex. But we don't need to worry about that. So we managed to make our way up into P3. I'm going to have to see how we do in terms of pace with the leaders. And just as I thought, when we get to the straights, I have got no pace whatsoever. Even in Rich makes a catch up to the middle part of the track because it's tight corners. But when it gets to the straight, it's just not happening. So again, I'm going to let Kimi go because he's fighting for the championship. I'm not going to hamper him. And we can just continue to fight with Bottas and what other cars actually end up coming our way, because it's not fair if I just hold up Kimi. If I did that in Mexico, then obviously by this point, he probably would have lost the championship. So I think it's only fair to let the 2 Ferraris fight. If he catches up to Vettel, fair play. If he doesn't, then at least I gave him a shot to try and catch up to Vettel and fight. But here comes Valtteri Bottas, and I'm pretty sure he's got a Red Bull for company as well. So we're going to have to go very defensive in terms of trying to overtake these guys. So I'm pretty sure it's Ricciardo behind. So we're going to go side by side with Bottas through turn 1, bang tyres. Going to come through the second part of the Senna S's, and we're just going to squeeze them out. And yeah, we don't like Bottas. He's not in our good books after everything that happened in USA. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of him in this game anyway. I rate him pretty much in real life because he's actually got 2 wins under his belt. But we're going to continue on, try and defend from these 2 cars. It's going to be a defensive race. It's going to be a very long and boring defensive race, just for the pure fact that we have got no straight line speed. I mean, I know we're in a Renault, which is actually not that bad, but it's just the fact that I really messed up on the setup. There's just such low downforce, so it's just awful, and I'm not getting great traction coming out of corners, and with low downforce, this happened. I mean, like, so I put the throttle down on the curb. Car didn't like it, so the car started to rotate, and then because my foot was still on the accelerator when I was on the grass, it was just like nope, and just went straight into the wall. I can only imagine how hard Bottas laughed when he saw that. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Ferrari won the race, so it's gonna be interesting to see who won, see who gained some points in the championship, and it was actually Kimi Raikkonen who wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. So if we hadn't have let him through, Vettel would have won, and he probably would have gained about a 13-point advantage in the championship after this race. But because we let Kimi through, he's actually gained the lead of the championship, and now the gap is 7 points. So Kimi getting 7 wins this season, Vettel's 4. Going into the last round of the championship, the difference is now 7 points. That's mad. Like, just to think that now, or it comes down to the last race. I'm happy it's come down to the last race. We're not involved, unfortunately. I don't know what happened to Hamilton, because Hamilton's not even on the podium. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting last race, and hopefully we'll be involved in the fight. But at the same time, hopefully not. But yeah, Hamilton actually finished 4th, which is pretty weird. To say the least. But yeah, you can see the gaps between Vettel and Kimi. It's super close, and obviously by this point the constructors is wrapped up. Mercedes can't do anything about it, so congratulations to Ferrari. But yeah, let's see what happens with Abu Dhabi, guys. Until then, bye-bye.